My name's Asher Bastion and we're at Parachute 2014. Lucky enough to have sitting on the couch with us, Guvna B. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. What's happening?
Not much, bro, but I'm very excited to have you sitting on the couch with me today.
Man. Thank you.
I was privileged enough to be at your performance on Friday night in the Palladium, and that place, it hasn't gotten crazier since, I don't think.
Rewired, you mean? Not
Rewired. Oh, not the Palladium. You're right. Rewired, is it? Well, you're doing the Palladium tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, doing the Palladium tonight. But
Massive.
Rewired was off the chain, man. It was like my first proper performance in New Zealand, so I didn't know what to expect. But everyone came in and they loved it, man. It was cool.
By the end of it, I think you were standing up on like one of the speaker platforms, sitting on the speakers. You were surrounded by all sorts of like Kiwi teenagers. Everyone was into it. It was huge. How did you find the Kiwis take your tunes today?
Oh, it's cool, man. Like, it reminded me of one of them like old school hip hop club nights where like you're just standing on the platform and everyone's feeling it. It was cool the way everyone like kind of got up as well and like they were part of the Guvna B band, like waving their hands and stuff, man. I really enjoyed it.
That's cool, bro. Well, you got a very specific sound, and I love it. It's it's a really current sound.
Yeah.
How do you find your particular sound? I mean, I guess there's grime, there's the dance sort of vibe, like a bit of EDM in there as well.
Yeah.
How do you find that fits with your faith and with the Christian genre? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's cool. Like, I'm quite like specific about the sound that I have, and that's because I just think people have this like image that Christians are just like boring and they're not allowed to have fun and stuff. So the message I kind of want to portray, even with the style of music and the sound, is that like you can have fun and you can go crazy and you can party hard and it can still be like a positive thing. So that's the kind of feeling that I try and convey through the music, and people love it, man. You could just see the smiles on their faces and they're just going crazy and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, I guess the other thing is as well is, do you see yourself as a hip hop artist or a dance artist, or is it just it's all in there?
I don't know. In this day and age, like so many people are kind of like crossing over into different genres. Like you can have a song that's like drum and bass, hip hop and dance all in like one go. Like, so I just call myself a rapper, and whatever kind of box or genre people want to put me in, that's cool, man. As long as it's not like country or something.
You never know. You could sample one of those, and I'm pretty sure you could do it justice.
Oh man, cheers, man.
Awesome.
Dolly Parton or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dolly Parton. I've heard a couple of great Dolly Parton samples. Anyway. All good. All right. Well, let's go back a little bit. I heard last year you won a pretty big award. It was a MOBO award. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So I don't know what awards you have over here, but it's like equivalent to, I don't know, but it's like a pretty big, like one of the biggest awards in the UK, and I won it for best gospel act, which is cool.
Wow.
Because normally you have like traditional praise and worship guys or like worship leaders or whatever. So it's cool that kind of Christian music was like giving respects to different genres and stuff. So that's cool, and I won an Urban Music Award as well. It was just a really good year. So that's cool.
And have you found, like, I mean, what I think is so cool is that your win again, like we were talking about the current sound. It's almost like a bit of props to other, UK Christian rappers. Have you found a lot of people, that sound is just getting more and more popular? Yeah,
definitely. I think especially with so many summer festivals and people just wanting to party hard, a lot of people have been trying out that sound and it works well. So I think that's the current state of music in the UK at the moment, and I think music goes in like circles and cycles. So who knows? Next year it could be the Dolly Parton.
The Dolly Parton. Well, you heard it from me, but I wanna get credit for that.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, what's the funniest complaint? Have you had like parents and stuff being like, "This is not Christian"? Do you get complaints? Is there some funny ones?
Sometimes, man. Like sometimes I chuck in a few covers. Yeah. So like I might do like a Swedish House Mafia cover, like Don't You Worry,
which is an incredibly Christian track, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the writer's Christian as well.
Yeah.
So I did it last year at a festival in London called in the UK called Soul Survivor.
Yeah.
And after at the signing, a parent came over to me and she was like, "Oh, I'm really, really disappointed that you performed that track. Yeah. It's not a Christian song. It's a secular music, and I don't think you should be doing that." And I just smiled and then kept it moving.
So I sit down and go, "Okay, but the writer of that song was Christian. It was intended as a worship track, but whatever."
Yeah.
That's
exactly,
cool.
Man. But people say bits and pieces, but on the whole, a lot of people take to it and they're positive about it, so that's cool.
Right. Let's talk about your album, Odd One Out. You are already in the top 100 in New Zealand. Let's give them a round of applause for that. Top 100, just from Parachute Festival.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's the reaction been?
I couldn't believe that, man. Like, I was just looking on iTunes and I was like, "Oh look, I'm in the top 100."
I'm in the top 100
for like 2 sets. But like Parachute, they're amazing, man. All the in London, you get people to come to shows. Yeah. few people might buy the CD, but on the most part, they'll just hop onto Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
But in New Zealand, everyone seems to really support, so it's cool. Like the album went to #1 in the UK Christian chart and number 22 in the UK mainstream chart. So I'm excited to see where it ends up at the end of the week in New Zealand. But it's cool, like it's really up tempo, like a fun vibe. It's drum and bass, house, grime, all that kind of stuff. It's cool.
Cool. So if people want to get a copy of your album, they can jump onto iTunes, they can buy it. You've got a website as well?
Yeah, so GuvnaB.com. You can get it from. Hop on iTunes or Amazon. Or the Parachute merch store, anywhere really, man. Not Pirate Bay though.
Not Pirate Bay. Not Pirate Bay. All right. But you do have a couple of mixtapes as well out there people can sample as well. Those are for free.
Yeah, man. Check out the mixtapes. It's called Scrapbook, which you can download for free from my website.
Cool.
And Scrapbook 2 is coming out next month as well, man.
So looking forward to
that's something you can get into.
All right, Guvna B.
Cheers, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
All right. Guvna B at Parachute 2014.